all the adjective clauses we've seen so far have had the word who or maybe that, right? In recent ones, we had who made the table, who held the glass, who wrote the book, and these are all modifying clauses. Now we're going to look at something a little bit different. The man whom I knew bought a poster. Whom is going to work a little bit differently from who, and we're going to figure out how. But first, we start with our base sentence. Think of these in your head as we go along. What is the verb of the sentence? It is bought. That's the main verb. And what is the subject of bought? Who did the buying? The man. And what is the thing that was bought, the thing that was purchased? What is our direct object? It is poster. Remember, the core sentence always excludes any modifiers. So, anything that would go in brackets, anything that would be blue or green, anything that's an adjective or adverb, that's not part of the core sentence. Just subject, verb, direct object. So only nouns and verbs can go up there. Okay, now we're going to throw our adjective clause base down here, and we're going to fill it in as well. Verb first. What is the verb? It is knew. So now we're focusing on this green in here. And what is the subject of knew? Who did the knowing? Who knew? I knew. I knew this man, right? So I gets to be the subject over there. And then there's only one word left. You can probably guess what the direct object is. It is whom. Now again, this reads really weird, right? We saw this when we had the word that before. So, that I knew. In this case, it's whom I knew, something like that. And we diagram it, I knew whom. It seems a little bit backwards, but it makes sense because the top left in any diagram always has to be the subject, and I is the subject of knew. I knew. I did the knowing. So I is the subject. Now it turns out the word whom is always going to be the direct object inside of the adjective clause. Not the main sentence, inside the adjective clause. And that's going to be a useful rule for us to know. Okay, last but not least, we do need to find our connector line, and we know that it should connect to man, because, as you've already figured out, whom I knew modifies man. It is the man whom I knew. So we're going to put that on there. And why did we put it on the right side? Well, you guys have seen this before, so hopefully it rings some bells. Whom is the representative of man, the direct representative. It's not an I type of man, right? So we're not going to connect I to man. Whom is the direct representative of man? And so we're going to connect this diagram, this mini diagram, to our main diagram using the word whom straight from whom to man. All right, let's practice. Ready, set, go.